Okay.
This feels right. This
Yes.
seat feels good.
Because
you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ask a White Person. We are based on a deity. This is mouse.
Yeah, we weren't really trying
Yeah, no, it's like a... I don't know what that is. So what's going on is we decided to ask for some dating questions because we're all very good at relationships. And in my seat will give good advice. The person in this seat will give bad advice. And the person in that... Oh, did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like...
terrible advice.
You're sort of interested in it, and I think if worst comes to worst, maybe just be honest and be like, you know what, I would like to kiss you right now.
Surprises are romantic, and we all know that. So the more of a surprise it is, the better, as we all know. So take the moment that you think they absolutely would realistically least expect it. Maybe they're peeing in the bathroom, right? Maybe they're looking the complete other direction. That's the perfect moment to just go in for a surprise attack. Just swoop your head in, go for that kiss when their head's turned or they're peeing.
I would say the cardinal rule of knowing that somebody is interested in you is when they're mean to you. So just be really mean to the beach, right? And the sun is setting and there's a dolphin. Just say like, I hate you, and they'll know. And so that's like probably the perfect moment. And if they're confused, keep doing it over and over and over again. And if they look confused, that means it's working. All right, thanks.
What do you do if your significant other forgets your anniversary?
You should communicate to your partner how it makes you feel and why, and make the expectations as clear as possible. If you have like a functional relationship.
Anniversary.
Like revenge?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would probably say that the best course of action is just really just to be honest with yourself and to carve the anniversary something very sharp. Otherwise, it won't go deep enough.
If you don't want to go to a restaurant or a movie, where would you take your date?
If you're going out with someone, it's probably because you have similar interests. So going to a place that interests you both. So maybe if that's to go see a band that you like, or to go see a show, something like that, something that's different, but something that you would both equally enjoy.
Great advice, Mel, but you're totally wrong. Dates are about blowing as much money as you can in front of someone so that they will love you. I recommend a 5-day cruise. Although if I'm being realistic, 10-day cruises are more effective. It's all the benefits of locking yourself in the same room as someone for 10 days, plus you look really rich.
Also, you're just like completely surrounded by water.
So they can't leave.
Right, yeah, yeah. No one wants to...
All their family is there, and the priest, and you're already in your tux, which is nice.
Yeah.
First date.
What a date.
What a date.
What a date.
How do you make Bae notice
Do things that are suspicious of them. You kind of have other big problems as well.
Wrong. So what I would say is that if you suspect that your significant other...
That, Danny. I would probably say that like the way that you're SO, that's really, break those lines of communication and the trust will follow.
You know, lines of communication.
A parade, something as simple as maybe a candy that they like, or a pair of socks if you think they need socks.
The best way to surprise your significant other is by moving all their furniture into your house. That way they don't have to do it.
So they like go to their house and they open the doors. Did
Did
I get robbed?
And then they go to your house like later and they're like, oh. If you could hire like 12 of your male friends and they all wear bags on their head and just like, you know, take that person into their arms, not so tenderly, and take them off into a van, some more strange tools in the van that have no clear functions, the better. So like a screwdriver, an entire jackhammer, like a little...
I hope you received some good, bad, and awful advice. And I wanted to thank Mason and Mel so much for being great people and for being... Oh my, he's going away.
This year, sad.
And you should go check out the videos that they make. They've also been on this channel. Have you been on this? You have been on this channel. Oh my gosh, of course.
Not with red hair though.
Oh my gosh, thumbs up for red hair, because we can't do that. Well, I mean we could, but
Can't.
like,
Physically.